These are some of my favorite vlogs to do, as you guys know. Classic reset vlog. It's from Good morning. It is bright and early. It is 7:30 right now. You can probably tell that I'm still waking up. I definitely have my morning face, but I wanted to start off this vlog super early in the morning because we have a busy day ahead, a busy next couple of days. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna vlog over the course of the next 2 days because there are a lot of things I want to accomplish. We got back from Vermont on Monday night, and yesterday I just took the day to really kind of recoup because that was a long drive. I just had a lot of personal stuff to kind of get in order, but now is kind of the day I want to get our home in order, get schedule in order, and just get a bunch of things set and ready. A reset vlog, if you will. I'll share my to-do list for the next couple of days, but I just had a nice morning of reading my Bible, doing my devotional, and ideally I would like to accomplish a lot of these things today, but I don't think that's realistic, so we're gonna vlog into tomorrow too. But I want to get a workout in this morning. I'm trying to get back on my workout grind. Yesterday I had a great workout. It's feeling good getting back into that routine. Getting my nails done. I need to get a fill. I want to tidy and clean our home, and ideally I would like to do a deep clean. I feel like our home is just not super clean in terms of our shower, our bathroom, that stuff, so I'd love to do that. I want to bake some pumpkin bread. That's a fun thing. Getting some groceries. Aiden has our car today, and we have a lot of car stuff I'll explain later, but he has our car, and so I just ordered some groceries. I'll share a grocery haul though. I want to cook a healthy dinner tonight. We're trying to get back into the health grind in terms of eating nourishing food. I'm gonna go ahead and get a workout in. I think I'm just gonna do a strength workout today because I ran yesterday and bought cash, do all that before my appointment this morning. So happy to vlog today. These are some of my favorite vlogs to do, as you guys know. Classic reset vlog. Also, this mark that I have on my face right here is from my waiver that I use. I accidentally touched my face and it just straight up burned it, so it's scabbing over right now. For his walk, and now I'm gonna make some breakfast. We don't really have a lot of food right now, so I think I'm just gonna do some Kodiak waffles and some frozen berries on top that I'm gonna heat up. I wanted to mention that my Sherpa jacket is so cozy. This is from Cuts. A lot of people right now are feeling the cold front, and it's like 55 degrees outside right now, which is just so perfect and cozy. I also wanted to show you guys, you probably saw this in the intro, but I got a Nespresso. This was actually something that Kristen Johns had linked on her Instagram, and originally I think that this specific one was around $180, but it was on sale for $100 with the frother too. And I have been wanting a Nespresso to do espresso for a while, and I think it's so cute. I need to find a cuter setup. I don't really know how people hide the cords like this. If you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. But essentially, I used to have one of the bigger Nespresso machines. We had it on our wedding registry, and back when I was really into minimalism, I just got rid of so much stuff that I assumed I wasn't going to use again because I went through a phase where I only really liked cold brew, and then now I realize I really like espresso. I like doing it iced or hot, and so I had been missing having an espresso machine, so I picked up this one and I really like it. I like how small it is too, and I think the coffee tastes really good. It's a good fit for me. One day I think having an actual espresso machine would be really awesome, but I just am not in the mood to learn how to do that right now. So maybe when we have a house one day, but for now I think the Nespresso machine is so nice. So I'll have the one I have linked down below. I'm sure they'll run another sale eventually, but I've really been liking it. Okay, here's the outfit. I just got ready for my nail appointment, which this is kind of dressy for it, but honestly, I just felt like whipping out the skirt for my newly order. I think it's so fun. I love the ruffles. It's from Free People though, and then my boots are from Target. I've had these for a while, so I'll try to link something similar. My purse is also from Target. This tank is from Brandy Melville. This sweater's from Lulu's, and we are good to go. I'm running a little bit late. getting this really pretty kind of wine colored nails. I think they're so nice. I've really been liking the darker nails lately for fall. I just think they're super fun. And then afterwards I stopped at a place called Bella Green. It's right by Rose Couture Nail Bar where I go. And I got some soup, a salad. It was so nice because the groceries are actually about to be delivered, but I just figured it'd be easier to eat lunch before. And now I'm gonna go ahead and change, take cash out, and start doing a cleaning session. That's next up on my list. But before that, I wanted to show you guys because as you guys know, I love Casetify and I'm so thankful to be partnering with them on today's video. But I have gotten the cutest Casetify cases and I'm switching out the one that I have on right now and I don't know which one to do because I love all of these. And the reason why is because right now Casetify is doing a bunch of different collections highlighting different artists, which I think is so fun. It's so cool to see how unique all these different cases are and how each artist kind of has their own flair. So the ones that I have, I'll highlight them on the screen who the artists are, but I love this mushroom case. This is the one I'm leaning towards. And then this one I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do actually because it is so fun. It has a disco ball on it and it's kind of like a holographic. If you guys don't know, I do have a link with Casetify. You can go to casetify.com/MichelleReed and that will get you 15% off a new phone case. Love Casetify and I especially love them because while they are cute, their new EcoShock technology has optimized case protection, providing protection of up to 11.5 feet. Casetify's cases are also 5 times the military standard, meaning that it's been drop tested 130 times to ensure that the EcoShock doesn't wear off. And Casetify's iPhone 14 cases are made from 65% recycled and plant-based materials, and they're also partially from upcycled phone cases as a part of their Re-Casetify program, which gives new life to post-consumer waste. And I also like them because they're MagSafe wallet compatible because I just keep all my cards on my phone. I don't really carry a wallet anymore. They also have other things beyond cases, so you can get these really cute phone straps if that's your thing. I really like these too. I think these are very convenient just if you're wanting to just take your phone somewhere, especially if you have the MagSafe wallet on it. And again, you guys can visit casetify.com/MichelleReed to get 15% off a new phone case. We love Casetify around here. No surprise, I've talked about them quite a bit on here. Gonna start in the bathroom. I had a hoodie on, but our apartment is so hot. I have a feeling they turned the heat on already, and I thought that we could control it, but it is so toasty in here. So the hoodie came off and I'm gonna go ahead and start with all the bathroom stuff. That we use pretty often, I would say every day, and so I'm gonna go through it here and wipe these down. They've just gotten a little dusty, and I'm also gonna do that with my makeup bin. So this is all of kind of like my everyday makeup. This is honestly most of my makeup in general. I don't have a lot of makeup, and I'm also gonna wipe down this stuff, wipe down the bin. Pausing the cleaning because I just got my grocery order in and it's been a while since I did a solid grocery haul. So this is kind of my healthy grocery haul. I try to really keep a lot of produce, whole foods. So we'll start over here. We got some mandarins. I've been craving these lately, so I picked up some of those. I want to try to make pickled onions, so I picked up a lot of red onions, bananas, a bunch of produce for recipes I'm making this week, apples, pears, which I always like to have it in the fall and winter time, so those. Carrots for salad, flour, because I was out for my starter. Got some tortilla chips, some crackers, some couscous for a recipe, a bunch of these meat sticks that we love. We love the Vermont brand. It's definitely our favorite. Apple cider vinegar for the onions, chicken broth and lasagna noodles. I'm gonna try to make a lasagna soup sometime this week, so I picked up some of those. We got some beautiful sourdough. I think this is the rosemary one. I totally forgot though that I planned on making sourdough this week, so I don't think we'll get through all this, but I'm seeing my family this weekend, so I can always bring stuff over to them. Got some kombucha, half and half, and then some canned goods for our soup. Have some ground beef for our soup. It also called for pork, but I realized that I don't really love eating pork. I try to avoid cooking with pork. I just don't really love the taste of it, and so I'm probably just gonna do the beef and omit the pork. I don't really know why I got this though. I should have not gotten this. Parsley, because I don't have any right now because I will show you guys my garden. It's very sad right now. So
celery stick, salmon for a recipe. We got some cheese, and then I also picked up, oh no, I thought this was the big Siggi's. Okay, we have one Siggi's, which is my favorite yogurt. We have my favorite hummus. This is the Ithaca lemon dill. Got some whole milk, as well as some heavy cream, salad, ricotta cheese for the recipe, avocados, lemons, and I think that's everything. We're gonna do a cleaning session of the fridge and then restock it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and make the pumpkin bread because I'm in the kitchen right now, and then we'll resume the cleaning. This is the Trader Joe's one. This one's so good. I'm also gonna add chocolate chips, and it's gonna be amazing. Back in the bathroom, and I'm now gonna go through our little shower caddy because I have a bunch of products in here that I just don't really use or they're used up. We're gonna clear this out and then do a deep clean of the shower, which is my least favorite thing in the entire world to do. I hate cleaning the shower for some reason. It's not even that bad, but it's just not fun, so.
Good, how are you? Good. It smells like cookies.
We are back from our walk. It was so nice out and it was so cool because we actually saw 2 owls, and I don't think I've ever seen an owl in my life, let alone in Dallas. I just feel like that's so random and so neat. So I'm so happy we did that. But I figured tonight I wanted to do a little kind of chat while I cook instead of just layering music over this. Tonight I'm making air fryer salmon and lemon infused couscous along with some roasted broccoli. Sorry, it is noisy outside tonight. I wanted something that was just pretty light and healthful, so that's tonight's recipe. And I also just poured, sorry I'm pointing at you with a knife, but I just poured myself a little drink too. My straw is incredibly awkward in this wine glass, but I just did LaCroix and a squeeze of lemon. I usually do kombucha, but one of you guys actually commented on my last video and said that kombucha has a little bit of caffeine in it, and so that could contribute to sleep issues, which I've been pretty fine lately on sleep, but I have noticed myself being kind of anxious lately a little bit more, and so I just decided not to do kombucha tonight. And on that note of drinks, something that Aiden and I have been doing in October is sober October. I'll drink like once or twice a week if we go on a date night or if we see friends. I'm a like social drinker, and when we drink I will drink like a glass of wine or 2 glasses of wine max. I don't drink more than 2 drinks because I'm already kind of a lightweight. We don't really keep alcohol in our house. We want it to be something where we can enjoy it on a date or with friends, like I mentioned. But it's been really nice doing sober October because I've kind of been considering just not drinking anymore after this. And not even because it's been nice just not having alcohol at all, but it's been nice just kind of having some sort of constraint in my life. I feel like it's good for discipline to uphold yourself to stuff like that every now and then, and it's just good to have boundaries. I also love the way that I feel, and so I've kind of just been considering like not drinking. I just think it's kind of crazy how in your 20s so much of like hanging out with people or going out to eat or something, it's always about having a drink, and it's kind of nice to know that hey, you can still enjoy yourself, have a good time, and not always have to be drinking. It also saves so much money too, so that is kind of like a little October thing that we've both been enjoying doing together. I also wanted to talk about my podcast. That's something that I've gotten quite a few questions about lately, is if I'm still doing my podcast. I've obviously not posted an episode since July, and I have touched on this on a Q&A video back in August that I think I explained more in detail about kind of why I took a little hiatus from the podcast and everything. But I wanted to share again because I think that my mindset on this has... Cash just got spooked because I didn't really do any disclaimer or anything. And the reason being is because I honestly don't really have an update with it. I am still figuring things out. The biggest reason why I took a pause was because I just was stretching myself too thin. I was working on Saturdays and Sundays, and I think especially when you have a podcast, if you're not right with yourself as a person and really learning things, and especially for me, because my podcast is very faith-based, if I'm not truly focusing on my relationship with God, not for the sake of having talking points for a podcast, but truly wanting to be closer to God, strengthening my relationship with Him, can't really pour from an empty cup, you know? And I think I just realized it was difficult for me to always have new revelations and things to share when I didn't feel like I was actually genuinely speaking with God and praying and kind of living out my faith in a way where I would want people to kind of be inspired by. And so I've been focusing a lot on that. And also I've talked a lot about health stuff and going off the birth control pill, which has almost been a year ago today. And that has just been a journey for me, and trying to figure out my body and getting my periods to be regular, because I just think it's so crazy how growing up, you know, you're just kind of told if your periods are regular, that's normal. It's totally okay. If you only get your period like every 6 months or so, that is normal. I mean, scientifically, I'm sure for some people that might be the case for genetics or whatever, but for the most case, you know, that's not normal. And like a lot of times I think as a woman, your cycle is really a reflection of your overall health. And especially if you have PCOS or something, like these are indicators that, hey, you need to get something checked out. And thankfully, as I've shared, I don't have any hormonal imbalance or anything like that, but I am still trying to get my periods to be consistent, regular, because we do want to try for a baby definitely in 2023. And so that's been my focus. And I think with that comes lessening stress on my body and just focusing on my body's health in terms of stress. Am I spending time with people? Am I eating food that's nourishing? Making sure this is okay. And I don't even mean that in a way of, am I focusing on my own happiness? Because I don't think that only focusing on your personal happiness is the way to actually be happy in life. I think that a lot of times we're told that, but for me, when I'm pursuing others, when I have my mind off of myself, when I'm not so enthralled with this right here, I'm a much happier person. And so I'm not saying that I'm focusing on my happiness, but I can't pour into other people. I can't pour into a podcast. I can't pour into these videos if this right here is not healthy. And so that has been my focus. It's been really good for me. I am in a place in my life where I like the workload that I have. I was talking to my sister last night because I actually babysat for her, and she also runs her own business, and she's a mom, which is just so much busier than what I am right now. And she's just managing a lot, but we were talking about, you know, the struggle with wanting to delegate with a business and how it's kind of hard to give up control, because I mean, this is my channel and I love what I do and want to be the one to do everything, but sometimes that's not always great. And so yeah, I don't really have much of an update right now. I'm considering coming back in January, possibly in the new year, but I'm just figuring out some things with my own business, and I think that that's totally okay. I mean, I think for a while, especially when I came out of college, I was kind of under this mindset of, you know, you just gotta grind, you gotta work hard, you gotta be on all the platforms, you have to always be pursuing something new, but that's just not the lifestyle that I want to be living. And especially as we are looking to hopefully try for a baby soon, you know, I want to be in a place where I'm not stretched too thin, where I do have time, and I don't want to be adding all these things onto my plate when at the end of the day, I miss my podcast. I love talking with you guys, but I think the focus right now needs to be on just my personal health and my family, being the best wife that I can be, being the best friend I can be, the best sister, the best daughter. For a while, I just felt like I wasn't being all those things to the place that I wanted to be. And like, for example, going on that walk tonight, if I was still doing the podcast, it would have been one of those things where I would have had to stay back and edit. And it's things like that on the weekends where I just want to be fully able to enjoy my life. And that's also the lifestyle I want to be encouraging you guys to live too. I don't want to be encouraging a lifestyle that is not sustainable. With that being said, I'm not opposed to hiring someone. I've talked about that, but I just have not had the bandwidth to focus on that because I've been trying to focus on this. I will say it's been so much fun learning about my cycle right now. I've been loving it. I am trying to figure out when exactly I ovulate, when I'm in my follicular phase, when I'm in my luteal phase. It's so interesting, and I don't know about you guys, but I took health class, like I had those things in public school, but I didn't really learn about this stuff. And it was always this thing where periods were kind of seen as this thing to kind of be shameful of, and it's kind of like gross, and you have such bad cramps, and like, yeah, all those things are true, but it's so awesome. And right now with my cycle, the thing that I'm trying to get back on track is getting my follicular phase to be shorter, because that's the thing that's really long. That's why I'm not getting my period too often. But the luteal phase is the 12 days that it's supposed to be, which is so cool. Like how your body just knows, like this is the amount of days it should be. But I'm trying to get my follicular phase on track. So, and with that being said, all this stuff ultimately is up in his timing, and he's the one who gets to decide, not me. It's in God's timing. So I can try to control these things as much as I want, but at the end of the day, it's not my plan. So that's my chat. I've genuinely been having so much fun with YouTube though. YouTube's always been my favorite platform, but especially right now, I've been loving making the videos, loving sharing them with you guys, loving working on them. And they do take a long time because I like to edit them a certain way. I like to make them feel a certain way. But at the end of the day, that's my favorite part about this job. And so I've contemplated going back and forth about getting help on editing or something, but I just love what I do so much. And I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm putting together the boxes of the devotionals too that I'm giving away. And it's just so sweet to me that this is such a community. And as I'm getting older, like I'm 24 years old, been doing this for over 10 years, that some of you guys have been with me throughout it all. And I just love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'm getting teary-eyed. And when I meet you all in person, I just always think, oh my goodness, we would totally be friends in person. And it's just crazy that all of this has come about from me making videos in my room. And the fact that I even have a podcast that people miss listening to, it just means a lot. And so thank you guys. I love you guys so much.
It's the next day right now. I am in the bedroom. We've been having a busy morning, getting some work done, gave Cash a bath and worked out. And now I'm about to do something that I did not expect to do today, but I've had a revelation with our bed frame that if you've watched my dilemmas in the past of this, we got a bed frame that was never delivered. We got a new one. I thought that it didn't come with the screws. Turns out the screws, I don't know if you can tell, the screws are screwed into the bed and you unscrew them. I realized this after emailing them. He was like, hey, turns out the hardware is baked into the bed, so you just unscrew it. So I'm gonna try to put this together. I could wait till Aiden gets home, but this evening I'm really looking forward to it. We're having a little fall date with our friends Melissa and Peyton. I also haven't seen them in so long, so it'll be so fun going over there. But we're pretty much gonna head over there right when Aiden gets back home from work. And so I wanna try to do this beforehand because I'm shooting some content tomorrow, the whole thing. So I don't think it's gonna be that difficult, but hopefully this will finally be my last attempt at building this. I'm excited. Oh my goodness, guys, we have a bed frame. This has been a long time coming. Again, it's a very simple bed frame, so it's not even that different than before. I'm so excited now to style these shelves. We just have random stuff up there right now, and to do something above our bed. I just cannot wait. It is obviously a large part of the bedroom right now, and that's because this is mainly like our bed for when we have our home one day. Right now in an apartment, it does take up quite a bit of space, but I'm so excited. I know it's gonna be a piece we're gonna have for so long. Again, this is from Rove 2. It's like a linen material, and it was honestly pretty easy to put together. It took me about an hour, a little bit over an hour, so not too bad. I'm baking sourdough right now, but I wanted to show you that I made my dough earlier, and I think because our AC isn't working properly, it's pretty warm in here. It's about like 76 degrees, and look at this dough. It is crazy. I think when it started, it was like down here,
And so we're gonna go ahead and shape the loaves right now, but I've never had my dough rise so much. So hopefully the loaves taste better. I feel like it's gonna be, if anything, it just sped up the process, but so awesome. I'm really excited too because I'm making a rosemary garlic loaf for the first time, but I was expecting to use the rosemary from our garden until our garden died, which I will insert a little clip here because that's what happens when you leave for a week and a half and you don't have anyone water your garden. So we're gonna have to probably redo the entire garden. So if you have any tips too, I don't even know if I can revive any of the herbs. It's like basil, rosemary, parsley. So yeah, that's a project for next week. I haven't even thought about that because I just cannot think about that right now. But I just used dried rosemary. So hopefully it tastes good. It's probably gonna be not quite as good, but.
Got back home. It was so much fun hanging out with our friends. We ended up doing such a fun little fall night. Melissa went all out with like her Halloween snacks. We did pumpkin carving and we did a little contest on Instagram. I think she's gonna do a poll and see who won, but mine was definitely the worst in my opinion. Aiden gave his to Peyton because Peyton's actually really good at carving pumpkins. Peyton had gotten a pumpkin that you couldn't actually carve, and so he was carving Aiden's, but it was so much fun. I'm always so thankful to have them here because we always do stuff on the weeknights and it makes the week so much more fun having just something fun like that to look forward to. So such a sweet night, and I'm gonna go ahead and end off this vlog. I'm so excited to sleep in our bed for the first time tonight. I'm expecting to get some really quality sleep. So thank you guys so much for being here. Again, if you want to check out Casetify, I will have them linked down below. You can visit casetify.com/MichelleReed to get 15% off a new phone case. So I'll have that link down below. I so appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.